course. I mean, like, it would be stating the obvious that we all come from very different backgrounds. Like, we all have very different personalities, different social groups that we all engage in outside of baseball. But there is a really, cannot put my finger on it, type of uniting factor whenever we like step into the practice room or we step onto the field. So the camaraderie just kind of fosters itself naturally, I think, and I honestly think it stems from this like intrinsic motivation in all of us to just be cohesive as a team, and like it just makes everything go a lot better when we are all focused on the same goal and all focused on being supportive for each other.
You know, I think our strengths this year will be both offensive and defense. Unfortunately, it's individual based, so depending how one guy does on the mound on a given day is going to dictate a whole lot of what our collective strengths are that day. And I'm hoping we'll be a little bit better at throwing strikes, a little bit more comfortable in our own skin on the mound in college baseball this year. And I think offensively, we have a lot of guys back. We'll have a couple spots that are going to be up for grabs that might be housed by young guys this year. And it's going to be really indicative of how they do based upon how the rest of the guys do offensively. If we really try to run an offense and get away from the individual aspect of results of at-bats, but really try to move runners, try to get guys into scoring position so everybody does have somewhat of a predefined role before they even get into the batter's box, I think that it'll help. But we have a lot of guys back this year, and I think we have quite a bit of talent. It's just a matter of trying to be consistent in what we're accomplishing.
Just a lot of pride in the team, and a lot of pride in wearing the University of Chicago logo. It's such a corny thing in that like people always talk about that, but there is a sense of representation that is just kind of intrinsic when you play a sport here. Having that pressure of being a student athlete, it kind of just molds you into a better person.
I think athletically, we're as talented as we've ever been, and I think we will be in the next couple of years. The issue is freshmen, if they're in the lineup every day, have a tendency to be freshmen, and there's some ups and downs that go with it. I'm convinced these are the right guys for us. How that's going to go from a result standpoint, based upon who we're playing, strength of schedule, aspects like that are a little bit out of our control, that's a toss of a coin. I would want our guys to be a little bit more determined and focused on winning the interior battle kind of every day. And I think in baseball, probably unlike some other sports, it's not necessarily who you play, but how well you execute and don't give opportunities to the opposition. So regardless of who's in the other dugout, I think if we do certain things like that and are able to execute both offensively, defensively, and obviously on the mound, I think we'll have an opportunity to be successful.